Yo, the waiting is over. Yeah. Look, they say boxing is a death sport. Ashes to ashes, like trash in the alley. Cashes is cashes, which means we could compete. As long as I got breath in my lungs and my 2 feet and a strong heartbeat, we could rumble, young man. Put the gloves in your hands. The talking is over. All that we were arguing over is over. We could sit in silence before the noise and the roars and arena doors open. Before we throw hands, we satisfy the demands. This is for the fans, my legacy, my little mans who looked up at me like that. You're about to hurt them bad. Yo, this shit is serious. The big fish and the fisherman, the old man in the sea. But before you all see the violence and the bloodshed, we consider silence. But before you all see the violence and the bloodshed, we consider silence. Think you're a monster, don't you? Ugly by breathing vulture. AB's put it down my skyline. Notifications on my timeline. But this here is the A side. You think you King Ghidorah? But this is King Nello Ninja, the king of the monsters. Take 3 of you to step to the giant, but I'm defiant. Face of boxing, I'm a legend, like the Mayans. Yeah. Let go. Nello. Let go. Nello. You think you King Ghidorah? 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 ShowBizz, we did it again. Hey, yo, boy. Be prepared for the straight right. 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 Left hand's too low, my ninja.
Guard up, now blow my ninja.
Nello's don't hold my ninja.
Use form, don't fool my ninja.
This is a fatal flaw.
Crash out for Omaha.
What's the best punch against a southpaw? What time? Be prepared for the straight right. Be prepared for the straight right. Be prepared for the straight right. It's true. Be prepared for the straight right. Left hand too low, my ninja.
Guard up, now below my ninja.
Nello's no hold my ninja.
Use a form, don't fool my ninja.
This is a fatal flaw.
Crash out for Omaha.
What's the best punch against a southpaw? No.
Right hand from a dream up and he grabs on.
A warrior, is he not?
What's a sword to a Glock?
3 minutes each round.
Open threes, get your
He
shot.
can't move, he ain't young.
Think his legs will be shot.
He's been fighting too long.
38's get
Be
shot.
prepared for the straight right. Be prepared for the straight right. Let's go. Be prepared for the straight right. Let's go. Be prepared for the straight right. Up off that. Yes. Up off. Hey. Hey, y'all know what day it is. Y'all know what day it is, huh? Yeah. Yeah. It's Fact Friday, baby. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz Adult. All right, man,
Look at who we have here. Maria. Hey. What's going on with you? Who else we got? Tatum. What's going on with you? Whoops. All right, man. Look, first I want to say this. Everybody, welcome to the Facts Friday. If you haven't done it, please close out the chat, hit the like, and give it up for the funny.
Bring on this with a laugh under the cabbage patch. Kiss a pretty lady and then sign some autographs. The burn down man can shaboing boing.
Hit the nice bell. And hold on, before we get started, we can't do a damn thing. I swear before Lord, before I give it up to lady.
You should let me in. You deserve. No, you deserve baby.
Ah! And no. Females, y'all gonna have to take a back seat because of road.
Yeah, put it simply in here. I like surprises. I came here for prizes. Big booty and thighs is promising my guys is how I could get inside this. Stupid, I realize this, but there's so much I wanna know about you, but I don't really wanna know. That's what they say. You make it too hard for a nigga. I got you, but I got the time. Let's make it work.
Hit the Tyson bell. And my God, boom, we outside.
What do you think it happen when you outside? You can lose a fight, see a chick, have a con with that vibe. You can ride a bike, see a nigga, and ask him if he's alright.
Hit the Tyson bell. And before we get started, going into fight weekend of the, hey, listen, it's weigh-ins tonight. But before we get started, for all that shit, we need our inspirational, motivational speaker, squad up.
Squad up. Let's go.
Yeah, that brother got a halls. That's what I need, a halls. I'm still getting over my cold, but I wonder why you shoot about it before throwing the plum. He says, War Room, now is not the time for fear. That comes later. Hit the Tyson bell. Hold on. Let me see. We got to get to these super chats real quick. Run through these super chats so we get to the show. Maria, Jackie, let us know you good, just in case you watched the live. Yeah, where's Jackie? Maria, flex on him. Where's Jackie? Let me see. Be prepared for ShowBizz. ShowBizz. Yeah! My man Anthony K. What's going on? KD. Let me see. Nello versus Bud going to look like Spence versus Mikey Garcia. Let me see. Biz, the punch Nello should watch out for is the uppercut. Yeah, if he overreach with the overhand right uppercut counter. Yep. Let me see. Play it again. Hit the Tyson bell. Lupe, my guy. Jay, there's this bunch you know. I can't get you out of my head. That was my hit the do-rag bell and put the snack on. Hey, brother, the Lupe is his snack troll. Y'all don't get moist. Let Lupe get his shit off. I don't want none of y'all to get moist. All right, it's the Facts Friday. Get you some yak. Chill out. All right, let Lupe get his shit off. Remember for 22 months. Boy. Remember for 4 months. Fear in Crawford's eyes. ShowBizz, really? Cut the shit. I'm not bull jiving. I'm gonna tell you what I saw. Okay, hold on. I got to give you guys a preamble. It's not a preface. Let me see. I bet on Canelo against my BM. She doesn't watch boxing. The loser got to get the winner name tatted. Oh hell no. Y'all might as well just want to get tatted. That's the only. Yes, I want to shoot about before the member for 46 months. Hey, dog, that it ain't never that serious. That now y'all bull jiving. Okay, listen, we getting that bag Saturday. Let's go. Hey, I'm telling you, everybody, that right there was a plug. That was a shameless plug.
My bookie that I wanna try.
My bookie that I wanna try. We place all our bets on my bookie. I think I win 30,000 if I win tomorrow. Let me see. Just want to put it out there. The green and gold looking nice. Love you, boys. Super hyped for the fight. Love to Biz and the war room. I stopped going back and forth with Bud fans after Bud himself said he a fan of Nello and mentioned how skilled he is. Yeah, can't wait for tomorrow. Yeah, they both respect each other. Mad love. Shout out to my hubby Jamal and Canelo for the win. Hit the Tyson Bear. All right, Sweet Pea, listen. Bud won't quit. Bud ain't gonna quit. That ain't gonna happen. But hold on, it's time to talk. It's time. What up, Biz? My anxiety through the roof for tomorrow. I just want a great fight between two warriors, and Netflix better not mess up. Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, the anxiety is going to be real. We're real boxing fans. We're all going to be lit, anxious, about to throw up, all that shit. It is what it is. I want to give you guys a preface real quick. All right. Number one is the Facts Friday. Okay. Number two, I cannot be fake to myself. So I have to tell you guys what I think. I'm not going to be politically correct here, when it comes to being a boxing analyst. I'm just going to tell you guys how I feel about what I saw in the press conference. Also, Petty Biz is here. Petty Biz is here for the Facts Friday. It's going to be funny. I'm going to have fun, and it's going to be funny. If you guys don't have a sense of humor and y'all moist, this is your chance to leave. All right? Old Biz is back for this one. This is the Facts Friday. I'm not going to hold my tongue. This is how I feel about it. Pause. All right? I just listen. I'm just going to give you guys unfiltered how I feel about the shit. Everybody is crying tomorrow. And I hope, and Team Bud is probably here, or somebody, you probably going to see it. I hope he gets back to him. Hopefully he acts out come the weigh in. But I'm going to tell you this, $100 on Bud, ready for greatness. I want Bud Crawford to win. I'm not going, it's hard to go for Goliath here. And I'm going to explain to you why Canelo's Goliath and Bud is David. Because when you saw that press conference, that shit looked one-sided as hell. Okay, let's start with the press conference. All the belts were on Canelo's side. His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh stepped over Bud, and now he's sitting on Canelo's side. Bud's side looked dry as hell. There was no mediator, okay? So you just let the fan base and those with press passes ask the questions, which they're going to ask the popular type of question. It's going to be one-sided questions. Terrence Crawford literally almost fell asleep waiting for his time to talk. And when there's nerves, I can give a shit, okay? Because Bud Crawford isn't used to these lights like that. He's not. 80% of y'all right now who are saying Bud Crawford's going to win didn't know Bud Crawford till Errol Spence. That's the real. Because we've been here. The war room been here. This the war room symbol. The war room has been here for years, and we've been here since the beginning of Terrence Crawford. You guys weren't here, all right? So this is some new lights for Terrence, of course. And when he doesn't get a chance to start talking and getting his shit off. By the time he picks up the mic, he has nervous voice. When he picks up the mic, that's going to happen. Have you ever had a speech, right? Or somebody call on you to read out loud, and it's like, yo, I'm nervous, and the man, Jack and Jill, ran up the hill. That ain't cool. All right? So he's Canelo's David at this point. Let me see. Canelo looked like who is that? Who's Mario? Who is that with the black beach? Who is that? I'm trying to think. Who is that? Don't know how bets are so close. Right, I know. I bet on Canelo between 6th and 9th. Round for a higher reward on odds, though my heart wants Crawford to win. Yeah, like I said, who made the bets so the odds so close? It worked out for us. Ring Mag posted TikTok Roachford. Yeah, I know about that. We have to talk about that. 100. Okay. Hit the Tyson bell. Oh. Okay, it means Hitman. Okay. Like a cartel. Okay. All right. So everybody, listen. I don't know what you saw. I know what I saw. Terrence Crawford looked nervous. But let's start with the receipts. Let's start with the receipts and start with what had me very hyped up. Receipts, motherfucker! Hold on. Flex on him. Safe. Left hand on him. Left hand on him. Pow, King Kong ain't got Brandon out of shape. Let me see. He said, wish you were out here, Biz. Love you, boy. Got the champion VIP experience and put my money where my mouth is. With my guy, Nello, stopping Bud. I cannot wait, brother. The bag was crazy. The bag was crazy because the odds were so close. Hold on.
Everybody, man.
Nice, man. Let me see. Canelo looked like a mob boss. You want paid that? Yeah. Death stare had nervousness behind. It was a put on stare. We'll talk about it. Canelo looked like Patrick Swayze in Dirty Dad. He had that cool shit. Nobody put maybe in the corner. Hey, listen. The thing is, he showed his physique. That was confidence, right? Everybody else usually stay covered up until the weigh-in. Bo Mac have that towel ready. We still need Bud at 154. Definitely. Okay, let's get to working. Just tune in. Fear and Buzz eyes. I saw a killer. You saw a killer. Okay. Biz Crawford said belt to ass, but I'm the buckle boo. That wasn't a bar. Did you see the mic drop? Yeah, well, I thought it would have been a bar if he didn't fumble it. Let's talk. You saw what I saw. I was hoping that I was wrong. Brother, many people emailed me. Okay, let's start with. All right, we're going to stop with the super chats for a quick second. Let's get to the show. Look like a race riot. Yeah. That shit, it was fired up, but it was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Can we mix it up a little bit? Can we? Because I heard Crawford say too, like, yo, how about the Mexicans for Crawford? All right, okay, all right. Let's get started. But that was fire. But let's get started. Roy Jones Jr. agreed with some of you, saying that he saw the stare down in favor of Terrence Bud Crawford. Check this out.
When I watched the up close interview or what in the interactment, interactment. Bud made sure that Canelo looked away first. Bud is for real.
He made sure Canelo broke the stare.
He made sure, and you know me, because this is what I do. You understand me? I believe in winning fights before the fight starts.
Right.
You understand me? I had to watch that to be sure I saw who was going to take the edge. Canelo did it off like it was, and don't get it wrong now, that could be, that don't mean nothing to everybody. But to me, when I make you look away first, and somebody ain't got to force you to look away,
it doesn't necessarily mean something, but maybe it does mean, maybe it might.
I seen a killer, not fear. Fear. I'm going to break it down. Mr. Biz, fantastic, mad reaching, LOL. I asked a question. It's a question. Was it fear? We're going to ask a question. Let me see, Biz. Let me see that again, that war room symbol. Listen, bro. Listen. It's a question. Hence the question mark. We can disagree. We can agree. It's okay. All right. But Roy Jones said that he thought Terrence Bud Crawford won that. All right. So let's look at it. First, let's look at both of their point of view.
incredible, boys. Thank you.
So you saw a killer in Crawford. Okay. Let me see. Let's look at the whole stare down, how it went. Did you see how Bud looked at him? Like that? And then when Canelo brought him back, he made sure he did the same thing. I'm gonna show you guys the difference. Let me see. Pause that close up. Crawford eyes, Biz. We're gonna work. They feel threatened, so they want to threaten. I wouldn't say fear, but Crawford probably realized he won't be fighting the version of Canelo he thought he could beat. Okay, to me, Bud looked quite nervous. What you think? All right, let me break it down. Okay. Oh my God, Biz is reaching. I know. Listen, we're going to disagree, so that means you're right and I'm reaching. Just know that to be the fact. All right. Today is the where we really find out. Did Roy look away first versus Tarver? Canelo wins. Listen. Let's break it down. Okay, so they walk up to each other, face to face. Canelo has his chin up in the air, but Crawford put his chin down. And then he looks up with his eyes. That is submissive. Canelo has to look now down into his eyes to get to his level. If any of you guys got a dog, you know what that means. Yeah, he had his chin up, and then Bud Crawford put his chin down. Now they're staring at each other, and now Dana White tells him to break. They break. Bud feels good about it. So Dana White says, break. They go to break. Now you look at Bud Crawford, looking at him, staring at him. Canelo gives him the nod. Bud nods back in acceptance. Canelo looks away, and then Bud smirks like, okay, he looked away first. But no, guess what happened? Canelo said, I see that. Let's do this again. Brings them to him physically with a handshake. Brings them all the way in, pat him in the back, bring him into his space. And look who leans back. Bud. Head leans back away from the space. Like, I need to get out of here. And that's when Canelo knew that he won the stare down. That's exactly what happened. Canelo felt good about that. That second time when he brought him back in to say, hold on, let's reconfirm this shit. He feels good about it. So what he start doing? Start getting active. Look at it. Bud walks away first, and he sit there and he plants his flag right in his position. He plants his flag like, this is my spot. And then look how good he feels. Smiling, right? Holding on to his belt. That's pride. He felt great about that stare down. You cannot tell me that's not what happened. Look at that. By himself. That's exactly what happened. Dude, hold on. Reaching hard. I know, because I know confrontation too well. Let me tell you, let me show you again. They get into each other's space. Canelo has his chin up, and guess who put his chin down? Submissively. And then he looks up. So now Canelo has to dive into his level to stare him back down. Brother, y'all can't tell me. I know this too well. I know this too. Now he's giving him the stare. Crawford ain't going back out of it. Trying to stare him down. Look at Canelo. Looking proud. So Terrence Crawford ain't going. So he said separate. And Crawford felt good about the separation. Soon as he tap him and say, hey, separate, Canelo's like, we're going to separate. Let me tell you. Nod. Bud said, okay. So they go to separate, and Bud smirks. When Bud smirked, Canelo's like, hell no, it ain't over yet. Come here. So he shake his hand. It ain't over yet. You bring your ass over here. Grab him tap him on his back, and bring him in. So now Bud is in his space. Now they in each other's space, and look who leans back. Bud. Brother, you cannot. Hey, listen, bro. That's it 100%. That's it 100%. 100%. So then Crawford is like, it's over. I'm out of Dodge. Look at Canelo. He's like, bye, everybody. And Canelo's like, He's feeling great about it. He ain't feeling, look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Brother. We trolling. Come tomorrow, Biz. I know. That's what y'all do because we can't fight. So you gotta troll in the comments. That's the best thing you can do. Let me see. They did a firm grip to see who's stronger. Testing everything physically. Let me tell you what that is. Let me tell you what that is. My dog does it all the time. I come in and my dog tries, and then I stare him down, then he go. Do it all the time. I know that look. Let me see. Y'all reaching hard. Crawford look ready to beat his ass. Can't wait for tomorrow's ShowBizz. When he wins, prepare for the never-ending trolling facts. No, listen. When he loses, I'm going to be like, I can't believe y'all got set up like this. He's a 38-year-old welterweight. And Canelo's going to get all of this love for beating a 38-year-old welterweight because y'all threw him in there. Bud got it. Bud got it just like y'all did Wilder. Go ahead with Malik Scott. Yeah. Like, yo, brother, get some fights in. Go ahead. Boom. A 38-year-old welterweight fighting at 168. But okay, we're going to keep going. It definitely wasn't Bud's normal face in a stare. Right. His eyes were wide open in discomfort. Right. Let me see. I feel like he was nervous as hell. Yep. Shook his hand. Sorry for what I'm about to do to you. Let me see. Top hand during a handshake is a sign of dominance. Oh, I didn't know that. Flying into Vegas tomorrow. Put the fight on. Perfect. That ain't the Bud we saw in the Spence stare down. Nope. Salute, Biz. Stare down or not, I just don't see any scenario where Canelo loses to a smaller guy. I don't see it either. Bud had been a instant model all camp. Why not show your physique as well? He looked a little smaller than I thought he was going to be. Bud is bigger. Plus, did y'all forget that what Bud did to Spence? Yes, at welterweight, not 168. And if you say Bud is bigger, that means that Bud has been weight bullying. And Canelo actually been fighting up when Bud hasn't been. Let me see. Canelo should pressure Bud early, so they both are just as tired in the later rounds. And then the power will be the only element left. I got Canelo by KO. Did Roy look away first against Star? Okay. All right, look. Let me see. Don't be surprised if Canelo makes this look easy. There go Black Sun. My guy, Black Sun from Black Business. Hit the Tyson Bell. That's my brother right there. Listen. He said, don't be surprised if Canelo makes this look easy. I'm gonna tell you guys a quick little story. All right. About body language and being an alpha. My middle brother used to go the hell off if he thought anybody was trying to test him. All right. To the point where I picked that up. It became something that I started doing, right? But we got older. I was still in my 20s, though, and he was like early 30s. And we went to like a Home Depot or something like that. And we got help from customer service, came down the road where we were. And my brother was asking about screws or some kind of tool or something. And the customer service guy was being a dick. He was being a complete jackass. And I'm listening to him. Now, my brother's like, yo, do you have he said, what? Like, you don't know what inch? What? He was being an asshole. I start revving up. Like, okay, then it's on. I'm about to damn snap. But my brother, older, wiser, more secure in himself now, he put his hand on dude's shoulder and said, hey, bear with me. I learned so much from that. Instead of snapping, he touched him and said, hey, bear with me. And dude started listening. Then my brother said, listen, this. And then he said, oh, I know what you're talking about. That's what Canelo did. He looked back at him. He shook his hand and he brought him in. Now you in my world. You try to give me the death stare. You try to do whatever. I turned around first. You smirk, and then you say, you know what? Come here. Grown man shit. A lot of you little boys out here that's saying you reaching don't know grown man shit. Stuck his hand out, shook his hand, and then brought him in. Y'all don't know grown man shit. You would never know until you grow up. But that's some grown man shit, bro. Let me see. Bud leaned in thinking Nello was going to talk to him. Gonna tell him a secret. Let me see. Not at all. Bud was growling. Okay. We ready to go. Work time. Okay. I got you. You're right. I don't know, Biz. That's the smallest Canelo I've seen, and I don't remember. Okay. I feel like Crawford gonna say he was too small, like Roach said about Tank. Well, Roach went up from 130 to 135. He didn't go up from 147. I mean, Canelo's bigger than Madrimov. Bud versus Canelo, wide-eyed, chin tuck, force versus Spence, arms behind back, chin up, neck out. Yeah, calm eyes. Google it. Yep. He gave the same look in the Benavidez face-off. When he looked down and he went up to Benavidez and then he swung at him. Sure did. Let me see. Crawford said, let me see. Matchup reminds me of Mayweather Marquez, Loma Rigondeaux, and to a lesser extent, Mikey Spence, fighters with excellent craft, with no move, with one moving up. Okay. So I want you guys to check out what I compare this to. Bud Crawford with the chin down, blaring his eyes, okay? Giving a sense of reassurance to himself and to his op. That's the same shit. Chin tuck. That's the same shit, bro. Bro, hold on. One more again. I'm just saying I know the difference. I know the look. I know. Hey, let me see. I don't know if Bud was nervous or not, but I just looked at his stare down versus Spence, and he had the same wide Bambi-eyed and looked nervous. It is what it is. Okay, let me see. All the hoopla for Canelo, shades of Rocky 3. Canelo got the band playing, all smiles. Okay, while Bud doing pull-ups in the leaky basement. That's not close to what happened. You haven't heard anything from Canelo. Canelo's been in his camp. You kind of saw more stuff from Bud, right? Let me see. Bud is going to look like he isn't supposed to be in the ring with Nello, and that's the black two sugars to hate when saying it that way. Boxing over boxer. Off topic, but you put me onto a song for Bobby Smith. That's the shit. With the winter in America. Beautiful music. Yep. Much love, Biz. Love you, boy. That is majority of boxers saying Bud will win though. Why? Because that's what they think. But I'm not them. But that's what they think. That's cool. Canelo already won the fight. Okay. All right. Set it up, Biz. Let's get the weigh-ins done. If Madrimov was landing right hands all night, Canelo's going to turn Bud Chin into a speed bag. All right. Now, y'all, the question is, was he nervous? Okay. Let's look at a few receipts. What is this face Bud is putting on here?
And I prepare myself because I know what I need to bring Saturday night. And I prepare myself because I know what I need to bring.
How about his trembly voice?
You know, this is my time, like I've been saying, and come Saturday, I'm just gonna show the world.
Mama, I love you. P.O.P. all the time.
Y'all wasn't hearing the voice shake? Hold on. One more again.
You know, this is my time, like I've been saying, and come Saturday, I'm just going to show the world.
Mama, I love you. P.O.P. I will die.
I told you guys I was going to have a little fun today. I told you. How about fumbling the mic drop?
It's crazy because where I'm from, they say B2A.
B2 gay.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
BTA, belt the ass. But I tell them I'm the buckle. It hurt more.
The brother was out of his element the whole press conference. The brother was out of his element the entire press conference. There was a lot going on, and it wasn't entirely his damn fault. And that's the Black Two Sugars. It wasn't entirely his damn fault. Hey, hold on. Let me read some of these super chats. Let me read some of these super chats real quick. Let me get to some of these super chats real quick. Hold on, everybody. I'm trying to talk, but you guys are giving all the. Let me see. Canelo won the minute he touched Bud. Canelo looking like Jean-Claude Van Damme with the black muscle shirt yesterday. I don't agree, but I respect your take. Got my dog Bud looking like he was a scared little boy. LOL. Hope he wins. I hope he wins too. I'm not a fanboy, but a big fan of Bud. These comparisons are funny as hell, Biz. Brother, I'm just saying. I'm saying that's what I saw. Biz, ain't gonna lie. You doing a lot of Canelo riding right now. Okay. So listen. I'm gonna say this again. Canelo was just more mature. Okay, I'm gonna say this again. Okay. I said it at the beginning of this live stream, of this podcast. I can just make sure I pat y'all on the butt, right? And just say a bunch of good stuff just to try to balance out the analysis. If you want, this is supposed to be the Facts Friday, but if you want, I can say some shit. I can say some shit. Y'all want to do that? I can do that. The only reason I'm not doing that now is because that is so typical. You get that everywhere. You get that on, somebody talk about football, they doing this, and then they can do this. Everywhere you go, hey, Canelo is doing this. Hey, Bud is doing that. Hey, I could do that. Do y'all need that? If y'all need it, I can do it. This ain't just mine. This is the war room. If you need, let me know. Say, yes, I need that from you. And I swear I can do it for you. We want facts. No, y'all don't. Y'all want me to agree with you. So I can make sure I can agree with the Canelo fans and then make sure I agree with the Bud fans and get everybody loving me. I can do that, or I can tell you what I think. Because the truth of the matter is, how I feel about that press conference, Bud Crawford didn't look good. It was all Nello. And y'all have yet to hear me. The Bud Buddies has yet to hear me. What's going on here? So let me keep going so y'all can hear me. Do you stay biz? Okay, let me keep going so y'all can hear me. Check out what His Excellency Turki al-Sheikh was saying about Canelo, pretty much telling Canelo smash.
And in the end, I have a small question for Ash. You believe what I am saying now?
No, Your Excellency, I don't believe you.
Of course not. I want to see Saturday blood, smashing faces, and broken bones.
That's the point, right?
I want to see Saturday blood, smashing faces, and broken bones.
That's the point, right?
Pat Canelo on the back, told him Hulk smash. Told him the Hulk smash. If y'all ain't getting my point yet, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Canelo here.
For the first time, a Mexican sports figure with a guaranteed purse of at least $100 million. How do you feel about that?
No, you get the number wrong. The contract between us and Canelo, more than that.
Yeah, congrats, Canelo. Taking them belts and all that stuff, too. But shout out to all my Latino and Mexican fans, because I know y'all out there, too. I appreciate y'all. I know some of y'all over there booing, but I still got some of y'all out there that support Team Crawford. And I would like everyone to give Turki Al-Sheikh a hand and a round of applause, because without him, none of this would be possible. So thank you, Turki. Appreciate you.
Canelo Alvarez, the face of boxing now, or Trenis, but Crawford, undefeated, who have maybe making the history for the first time, 3-time undisputed in 3 divisions.
You wish.
I must say it.
I must say it.
And I want to say something. Thank you also to Canelo to accept this fight and accept to do it. And honestly, we signed with the Canelo the biggest history contracts ever happened in boxing for 3 fights.
Canelo smash. The biggest 3-fight deal in history. Maybe Bud can be 3-time undisputed. You wish. I must say it. All the belts on Canelo's side, Crawford's side, bone dry. Crawford is coming from 147 in a big fight that he had with Spence, whooping Spence ass. Everybody put him on their shoulder. He go to 154, squeaks out a 115, 113 fight with Madrimov that goes the distance. All of a sudden supposed to jump up to 168 at 38 years old to beat some old Canelo Alvarez. And when I'm trying to tell y'all the truth, y'all Bud buddies came at me so hard, so violently, calling me names and everything, that now it's seen as an even fight. So I'm hating. And when Canelo whip his ass tomorrow, like he should, a welterweight who's 38 years old, at super middleweight, I'm going to be laughing to the bank because y'all just got hyped up into some shit. And that's the Facts Friday. I'm trying to tell you, fight at 154, fight Boots, fight Virgil Ortiz, ShowBizz you hating, and this is when you know that it's over with.
It's all right. It's all right.
Game, set, match. Man, bruh. Man. Damn. All the way up until this point, Canelo Alvarez, he only fight people who's small and old. Shane Mosley, small and old. Cotto, he was too small. Jamel Charlo, he was small. Crawford, he's the right size. Woo! ShowBizz, you hating. All right, I'm rooting for Crawford too, but the writing is on the wall. That's why if Canelo does his thing tomorrow, y'all can't even go back and be like, well, Crawford was a 38-year-old welterweight. No, y'all got to say that's one of the greatest victories in history. I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear shit. Let me see. Flex on him. Bud about to send Cinnabon's fake teeth out the ring. Turkey's whole entire bag is messed up. There you go. I agreed. Let me see. It's funny because fanboys can't say this is a cherry pick because it's not. Let me. I got Bud. Let me see. I put a little bag on Bud, my damn self on my bookie. The combination of this stare down and watching the interview with Max Kellerman on DAZN, Bud is giving me the vibe that he's overtrained and maybe drained. I hope I'm wrong. I just want to see a great fight. He's just fine. Preach, Biz. Love you, boy. Nello, round 8 by stoppage. Bud, round 2. If Canelo loses, how does the other fight, 2 fight sell? Like crap, because that'd be a hard hit if Canelo. That'd be a hard hit. Let me see. Biz, both men just did their early morning weigh-in, and both Crawford and Canelo came in at 167.5. Dope. I love that. 167.5. Dope. Came in the same weight. Let me see. I can't wait to see the ceremonial weigh-in to see the physiques. Speak, Paul. Speak to him, Biz. Petty Biz today. Crawford. What Bud did to a broken Spence at WWE. Bud is just great. Turkey is so whack. He was in Bud's corner to set up the fight, though now he's sitting with Canelo and praising Canelo. But months ago, he was riding Crawford. I'm not sure what happened. Something happened. You had the same take on Tank versus Roach. So I'm wrong here. Crawford wins. Projecting how you feel onto Bud is wild work. Yeah, because I'm a coward and Bud's the truth. Let me see. We about to see the old Canelo with the fast hip movements and fast head movements. No, he ain't. That's the old broken down Nello. Bud's about to go to work. Let me see. Everybody know Bud ain't the best speaker and hasn't been on this kind of press tour, even against Spence. If anything, he's nervous speaking. That's all. I know that. He doesn't like the big crowds and the big, you dig. They acting like you said a press conference guarantees a win for Nello or something. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what happens tomorrow. All right. I think Nello wins. In a press conference, Canelo said, why not knock out Crawford? And Crawford, Buzz said in his, I don't know if I'm going to knock out Canelo, but if it comes, because he's smart. He knows better. He needs to outpoint Canelo, but he's amazing, so he can knock him out. Pause. I said something. Let me see. This was a while back. Let me see. Pat on the butt. Hey up. Let's just have fun. Some fun before a great fight, War Room. No such thing, especially when Bud is going to win by knockout. Let me see. Bro looks like he just finished crying. I ain't gonna lie. That was an animal stare. That POP, hold it down. Ben, stop it. I can't even take my breakfast. Hey, Ben, take your breakfast. You got a little pill form. Being nervous isn't always a bad thing. It's not. It brings the best out of you. But being overconfident can hurt a man. Never sleep on another. Learn that also. That's a fact. Especially when it comes to combat. That's a fact. Let me see. Turkey on Canelo's side because he been losing the bag with Bud. He won't this time. Dude, you crack me up. Could be a stand-up comedian, brother. Bud by knockout under 5 rounds. This face-off looked like how I imagine Biz versus Skip Bayless would look. Skip Courage would fell him. When you say Canelo wins the press, they mad about it like you just personally insulted them. I know. Grown men want to live through other men. It's puzzling. It doesn't matter. Bud Crawford wins unto. I want Bud to win, but Biz, you just spit logical facts, Biz. Brother. No, I didn't. I'm hating. You think Canelo goes up to 75 and fights Bivol? Yes. I have an idea of the plan. Did you see what Opataya said and how Roy Jones Jr. Lynch reacted? What do you think about that, Biz? I don't know what he said. Please don't say you have Bud, Biz. We need Nello to win to bring reality back to the sport. Too many boxing fans are out of. Well, regardless of what this is the thing. This is the thing with Bud buddies, all right, and just with fanboys in general. Regardless of what I say, Y'all say it all the time. If I say something that is wrong, y'all that's the only thing y'all recall, right? Y'all don't recall anything I say right. So I am wrong at times, many times. All right. So what I say doesn't go. It's just what I think is my opinion on what I think on how I took the press conference and what I think about this fight. It doesn't mean that's what happens. People respond like it means that's why I'm saying, do you want me to think for like you? Do you want me to agree with you to make you feel better? Because I can do that. I'm only saying what I think. And for y'all to be over, going crazy like I don't love Bud. I love Bud to death. But if that means I must lie to myself to make you feel better, let me know. I definitely could do that. Bud and two. What's the plan, Biz? Let us know. Turkey cooking something. Nope. Fanboys will be fanboys, girls. Biz, keep doing your thing, bro, and continue to speak the truth to the ones that know how to use their brain. I don't know if that's allowed in social media. Boxing doesn't need Dana. Let's boycott Dana out. Okay, so let's move forward. Black and brown on the world's biggest stage. Race. Hey, Biz, you seen Shannon Sharp ask Caleb Plant when's the last person Canelo knockout? Shit was fun. That. Buzz said he with my boy Turkey with Mello. Okay. Listen, the whole race thing, this fight gonna be like Tank versus Frank. The whole race thing is crazy. I saw somebody in the press conference say, ask Bud Crawford, hey, Bud, are you ready to take that Mexican power? We got to stop with that shit. And that's the Black Two Sugars. We got to stop with that. He going to ask Bud Crawford, hey, Bud, are you ready to take that Mexican power? Now, just humor me. Can you imagine if somebody stood there and was like, hey, Canelo, are you ready to take that white power? Hit the Titan Bear. Can you imagine? Let's just say a white male reporter is like, hey, Canelo, are you ready to take that white power? That shit, he would be done. He would be done. Let alone if a brother was like, hey, Nello, you ready to take that black power? Listen, bro, we got to stop that shit, period. You going to call the New Wave versus MJ fight in the morning? Yeah, the next day. Yes, Lord. Let me see. Talking about the Bivol fight as if Crawford wouldn't get battered and stopped by Bivol, delusional fans. That none of that matters. All right. Okay, so let's move on. Any thoughts on Sean? Yeah. We're gonna talk about that right now. This face further cements my prediction that Canelo will carry Bud the entire 12 rounds. There's too much respect between them, and Canelo will have no malicious intent to hurt Bud. I don't see that. People watch Biz and analysts see him analyze and spar. Listen. My man want to bring up what Sean said. Let's check out what he said here.
So my question to you is, why then do you want to make sweeping changes to the Muhammad Ali Reform Act that is meant to protect fighters to bring about a business model that currently has your company already paid out $375 million in antitrust lawsuits and has 2 potential pending class action lawsuits on the way as well?
Well, this is obviously a long discussion. If you want to talk to me about that, set up an interview. This isn't about me and my business. It's about these 2 guys on Saturday night.
My follow-up, Dana. Earlier this week, the California State Athletic Commission had a hearing about TKO trying to bring those changes to the Ali Act, and it was postponed 3 months.
Listen, I get it. You want to showboat right now. Set up an interview with me if this is really what you want to talk about.
It's America, baby.
If you have questions for these 2, ask them and you can set up an interview with me.
Dana, my follow-up is, if TKO can't make those changes to the Ali Act, will you still invest in the sport of boxing? Will you compete in the market?
Listen, if you want to be an asshole, let's do it in private and we can do an interview.
Yes or
if
no?
you want to showboat, I get it. If you have questions for these two that are fighting on Saturday, that's a different story.
Fight.
This isn't a discussion to have at a press conference for these two that are going to fight on Saturday, two legends. If you want to set up an interview with me and ask me these questions, let's do it one-on-one.
Sounds
and
good.
you can ask me anything you want.
Yeah, all right. Well, Terrence and Saul have a good fight.
Yeah, you have a question for these two?
No.
No? Beat it. Go ahead. Who's next?
We have a reading that.
I'm going to give my take, and it's going to be highly unpopular. All right. So go ahead, be mad at me or whatever you got to do. All right. Sean Zadell is the man. Love him like a play cousin. In that exchange, Dana White was right. Dana White was right. He wasn't just, now Sean was right to ask the question, but Dana wasn't just right in the sense of this isn't about me. This is about the fighters. He wasn't just right then. Okay, boo, I know, Mick, I understand, but hear me out first before you start reacting. He wasn't just right with that, but also I want you guys to understand this when it comes to the Muhammad Ali Act and TKO. Okay, if you aren't willing to listen and just be angry, you should leave. But if you want to learn something, let me explain something to you. And I've been saying this. The reason why Dana White, His Excellency Turki al-Sheikh, and everyone's involved in TKO is pursuing an amendment to the Ali Act is because, y'all ready? The Muhammad Ali Act is to protect boxers on how boxing is and how it has always been. And that is to protect boxers from a promoter being a manager at the same time, because that's a conflict of interest. TKO will be the first boxing league. The reason why there's a Muhammad Ali Act is because there is no boxing league. So the way boxing has been set up, you desperately needed a Muhammad Ali Act. It's the reason why the PBC got under hot water with Top Rank and Golden Boy. The reason why PBC is an association and not considered a promotion company. Because at the beginning, how it was organized, you can conflate it. You can say that's a manager promotion company, both. And that is against the Muhammad Ali Act. The fighters are protected by that. But when it comes to a league, that is a totally different structure than how boxing has always been organized. Meaning the Muhammad Ali Act would not and should not apply to a boxing league. Now, Dana White didn't want to hold that conversation right now in a press conference with Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Bud Crawford. But that is the answer. That is the answer. Now, I can understand if you're like, I'm just going to root on the little guy, quote unquote, and against the structure or whatever, that mentality. I can understand that emotionally. But the truth of the matter is, the Muhammad Ali Act is to protect boxers on how boxing is, how it is structured now and how it's always been structured. But with a boxing league, it's different. And that's the black two sugars. Say less bit. That's the black two. I get that. That's the black two sugars, bro. A lot of people who aren't educated on the Muhammad Ali Act is like, wait a minute, what's the meaning behind? Oh, that's what happens when you don't know. Just look into it. Look into it. Now, Dana White, Dana wants to lowball fighters, period. You say period as if you are Dana White. All right. Here's the thing. When it comes to how fighters are paid, All right. I want you to understand this. When it comes to how fighters are paid, all you need to do is look at that press conference. Canelo Alvarez had more money on his wrist than Terrence Bud Crawford had in his team, the whip he drove in, because there is no middle class when it comes to boxing. It is heavy at the top with only like a handful of fighters, and everybody else is getting dog shit. You have multi-division champions like Bam Rodriguez who ain't winning the way Canelo is, the way Tank Davis is getting paid. It is the very rich, and everybody else is getting shit. What happens in a league is there's a salary cap, just like NFL, just like the NBA, and all those things, to where every athlete in the league gets to the bag. And that's the black two sugars. That's the black two sugars. Now, if you're against a league, that's fine. And if you're for that, that's fine. But understand the difference and why. I'm not telling you to be for the league or to just be for how the status quo, how boxing is now. Just understand the difference. That's all. You sound paid off. Listen, bro, because you don't like what you're hearing. George, the truth hurts. Do you want that in the economy that you live in now, where the rich is very rich and everybody else is poor as shit? Because that's what we hate about the economy now. That's the way boxers are living. You can't understand you can't compare it. You can't you can't do it. And I don't know why you can't, but that is an economic situation that hurts the masses. Most of boxers got a day job. When y'all were joking on Padley for being an electrician, that's because he's a fighter. That's like most of the fighters out there who has to go to work. Boxing doesn't put food on their table. And that's the black two sugars. It's just like the rich getting richer and the poor getting poor with no middle class. But that's okay. Like I said, it's sheep. Like I said, if you don't want to be educated, cool. That I can just keep with the fun talk. But if you want the real, then you will attack me, right? You'll call me names. You'll spread all these things. I'm getting paid off, and blah, blah. Dana White ain't throwing me no envelopes. I'm not in with TKO. I don't have a contract with Ring. I'm just telling y'all what it is. But like I said, people don't want to listen. People don't want to hear. Cool. Let's keep going. Let's just move the hell on. Now look, check out what Saul Canelo Alvarez said to Max Kellerman here.
Greatest combat sports promoter in my lifetime. He built an institution. You know why boxing's not as popular as it used to be anymore, right? UFC is really popular. That's because of Dana White. He built something like the NBA. Stop now, because he's about to do it for boxing again. For boxing now. You want an NBA or an NFL in boxing? Here it comes. Because he knows how to build an institution. And how do you do that?
Hey Max. Boxing is always bigger and big. Don't say boxing is not big enough. Boxing is big. You know how big is boxing.
Should it get bigger, yes or no? Should it get bigger, Canelo?
Yeah, maybe it's gonna be bigger, but look, boxing is always big and big and bigger and bigger and bigger. We need to talk about that too. Boxing is boxing.
I love Canelo in English, by the way. I love it.
Boxing is boxing.
No lies. No lies.
So how do you do it?
There.
So how do you do it? You have someone like...
My respect for all of their sport. Great job, everything, but boxing is boxing.
You have someone like Turki Al-Sheikh.
Canelo is absolutely right. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. UFC is not doing that well right now, is it? Number two, I've been saying this for a couple months now. There's a lot of you guys who don't know me like that or just here to hate. But y'all day one guys, y'all know that I've been saying this. Boxing is the best sport in the world right now. We just need everybody else to catch up. It's the most lit sport in the world right now. We just need the money to catch up. And what I want to say in response to what it seems like Max is doing, and I'm not going to go up against Max. I love the brother. But what I'm saying is what it seems like he's doing is to give all of that credit to Dana White. When boxing is already elevating very, very acutely, just elevating. Now that it has a great momentum, Dana White step in. No. Dana White coming in. I would definitely accept him, especially if he helps the sport. All good. But let's be careful about who we credit here. The War Room, ShowBizz the Adult, Blue Blood, Sports TV, Counterpunch, Punch Drunk, The Boxing Voice, BTFB, Fanon, who else? Boxing Wave, who else? All those boys. Let's keep it real. The YouTube content creators kept this going to let the powers that be understand that there is still a market and it's worth investing in. And then you have DAZN, the international home of boxing. His Excellency, Turki Al-Sheikh, bringing together Golden Boy, Top Rank, PBC, and all of these massive events. Boxing is lit now. It was going away. The content creators scooped it up when HBO gave up on it, Showtime gave up on it, and at the latest, ESPN gave up on it. So I just think we have to keep it real on what really happened with boxing here. Undisputed boxing game. Name them. Southpaw TV, another one. Coach Malachi, True Media, another one. That's who did it. Scooped it up when it was falling. Boxing Ego. Who else? All those boys. All those boys. Scooped it up when it was falling. Seconds Out, Fight Hype, Fight Hub. Hit the Tyson bell. Wade Plemons. We were the net that caught it. And that's the Black Two Sugars. And then IBF, I already said that. And then the powers that be was like, we definitely can invest in this. That's what happened. Ellie Setback, doing the hard work with the backpack on his back, traveling everywhere. That's the Black Two Sugars. That's the Black Two Sugars. And now boxing, Greg Hackett, another one. Champ Side, another one. Rummy's Corner, another one. Shout them out. Dante's Boxing Nation. It was Dante's Boxing Nation and Ellie Setback was only two I really knew when I first started. YSM. Who else? AM Sports Media. Who else? Who else? Knockout Boxing 86. That's the Black Two Sugars. That's the Black Two Sugars. And Dana White being a part of it now, that's dope. Come on in. But I want it to be understood before we start just passing the credit on with all the hard work we all put in. You guys, the boxing fan who couldn't afford the pay-per-views. The boxing fan arguing, the arguments y'all having right now in the war room. arguing and shit, fanboying, being upset. PBC versus Top Rank. All that shit. The LDBC. All that shit. No matter how mad we got at each other. Bruh. Kept it up. Kept it up, bruh. Aki TV. Manager Marty. Little Giant Boxing. And that's the Black Two Sugars. Lupe, yep. And that's the Pac 2 Suge Knights, 100%. Pac, my bad. That's the Pac 2 Suge Knights. I keep thinking about Pacquiao every time I see the PAC. Okay, let me read some of it. Monty Brown, another one. Barbershop. What happened to he's still up at Barbershop. Conversations, another one. Boxing has been stepping up since Benavidez versus Plant back in 2023. Then Turki and Dana White came in. As soon as Turki said broken bones and blood, Canelo said, that's why Bud said nothing. I mean, we up. Let me see. And that's the Black Two Sugars, bro. That's the Black Two Sugars. Max shit on his own work. He contributed before White. I think Max had good intentions. I think he had great intentions in what he was saying. It just Canelo wasn't having it. Biz, that fight, Biz fight weekend, hashtag Canelo Crawford, hashtag Inoue, MJ. By the way, I have a War Room gift for the shelf. How do you get it to you? I hit the hit me on the gram. Stephen A got Max out of there for a reason. I don't have nothing against Max. I mean, Max was on ESPN holding down boxing by his damn self. The youth is missing boxing. High school funds football, not boxing. Boxing is Olympics. They almost kicked boxing out the Olympics. We just got it back. They almost thoughts on Max Glaze and Dana and Canelo responding. They ain't listening, Biz. They already got their minds made up. Well, yeah, their minds are made up on how they perceive me. Right? Because they don't listen to me enough. They heard somebody else talk about me or something, and they just believe that, but they haven't listened. They haven't been in the war room. They just have their prejudice, right? So then when I say what I say, it's like, let me just speak against them, or let me just try to irritate them because I got a voice on social media and he can read it. Whatever it is, it's not the real. It's not the real. Let me see. It's not coming with real energy either. When it comes to boxing, if we fund high school football, then we should fund an Olympic sport. My answer. Well, all you need to do is just keep it lit. Why do you think I'm doing the Topps 2024 Chrome boxing cards? Keep it lit. Another boxing game come out? Let's go. Keep it lit. Merchandise. I'm giving away this autographed Ken Norton boxing glove. Let me know in the chat. Say me if you want to be a winner. I'm giving it away tomorrow. All right. So keep shit like that going. Interest. You'll start seeing boxing youth centers and stuff like that and all that stuff start in your neighborhood. I thought that moment was cringe as F when I seen it, but my sister said if there was a moment to bring that up, it was there on the biggest stage. Also, shout out my sister Laura. Biz, for the ladies. My voice going out. I need my voice for tomorrow. Dana was lying like an MF, ain't no private interview. Well, not yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure that's going to be spoken about. It just, the time wasn't then. They only mad because you're a black man saying a Mexican going to win a fight. That's crazy to me. I hope that's not the case. They lose in their common sense. I hope that's not the case. Eddie Reynoso and his pool noodle won't be enough. Bud by unanimous decision. Agreed. Speaking about race, in the presence of two minority multimillionaires competing in a sport that's going to be viewed by every race is crazy. When are we going to realize it's over and we won? Let me see. Flex on him. If Bud gets demolished, does that drop him out of your top 10 all time? He's not in my top 10 all time. He's not in my top 10 all time. Let me see. That guy exposed Dana. Okay. At the end of the day, whether you agree or disagree with Biz, the War Room is the top boxing platform in the game right now, and that's the Black Toe Sugars. He said, Phil, now in his defense, Mexicans greats in boxing have been knockout artists. I'm sure kind of that's what he meant, not really a racial thing. Well, all races been knockout artists. Tommy Morris, we've gone forever. Jack Dempsey, Rocky Marciano, going for Sugar Ray Robinson. We're going forever. Let me see. The G-Man Plant should have said, didn't that girl KO you for 120? Oh, Jesus. Nello weighed in at 167. Yeah, we brought up that. People watch Biz and analysts see him analyze and spar. Okay, we got through it. All right, Triple G. Yeah. I mean, come on. Okay. Here's the Tyson bet. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. And we're going to do a look at that. Hold on, everybody. Let's do a quick look at that.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this.
Look at that. Look at that.
Here you go.
I really like a tall, kind of hairy, dark guy. Don't drive a sedan. Sedans are boring. I need a sports car. So these are kind of the things that I like in a guy. And if you wear Drakkar Noir, we are done. I want to believe in love at first sight. And I think it's going to happen to me. And I think it's going to happen in this city because I deserve it. Love is not overrated. It's all that we have. Cupcakes are just carriers for frosting. I'm all about the frosting. A relationship deal breaker is being a no good, dirty cheat. And just slutting it up around town, just being a man slut, and thinking I don't know what you're up to. And Jenny doesn't know what you're up to. That's a deal breaker. I am a social smoker. I smoke Virginia Slims. I could date a smoker, but like I don't want all of my clothes to smell like smoke, so we got to smoke outside, like in the jacuzzi, when we're drinking.
Don't leave an unguarded open drink anywhere around that woman. You wouldn't have any idea of what you've done wrong if you did anything wrong at all. Leave a drink open anywhere around her, you may not wake up. And that's the Black Two Sugars. That is the Black Two Sugars. This woman is the lady from Misery. She's that woman right there is cock-a-doodle card. Like, let me see. Canelo is gonna get cut in the 4th round. Damn, how you know? The fight will be stopped in the 7th. Bud wins. Wow. Okay, put money on it. Put money on my bookie. Put your house on the 7th. She's been hurt bad, brother. Shit, 410. That's next level cat. She's crazy as hell. Just saw the weigh-in on the Ring socials. Both 175.5. I got Nello, but Bud looks great. Maybe, just maybe. Yeah. Listen, bro. Listen. Here's my thing. Max was standing up for civil rights, channeling Harriet Tubman energy, and Stephen A. Smith was Sam Jackson. Oh shit, here we go. Here's the thing. Okay. The show's almost done. Regardless of what we say, tomorrow is tomorrow, man. They gotta fight. All right. I don't think Crawford has much of a chance. I don't. I think Crawford is an all-time great welterweight. I don't think anyone should, at 38 years old, jump up 2 to 3 weight classes to fight the undisputed. I just, what y'all are saying he's going to do tomorrow is so highly unlikely. The thing about it, the thing that makes it so much more highly unlikely is how Terrence Crawford fight. Terrence Crawford is not Floyd. Terrence Crawford beats you up. So it just doesn't make much sense to me that he's going to beat up Canelo. He's been bigger, more athletically gifted than probably every fighter he fought, stronger. The way Terrence Crawford fight, stylistically. Now, if he was Shakur, and I'll be like, maybe he could, but that's not him at all. He beats you up. So to say that he's going to jump up to 168 and beat up Canelo, how aggressive he fights, I just see Canelo countering him and knocking him out. He can outbox him, you have to understand how Crawford box. If you only watch the Spence fight, don't speak. But if you know how he box, it just doesn't make sense. Crawford has to fight in a way we've never seen him fight ever. Because I know how Crawford fight. I know how he fights. And what y'all are saying to me, how y'all are responding, is inappropriate. Because what I'm really saying is, I'm not saying Bud is trash. I'm not saying Bud isn't good. I'm saying you guys got duped. That's what I'm saying. It's a big fight, and I am pushing for David versus Goliath very much. Who doesn't go for the little guy? But to think anyone is crazy for thinking Goliath wins, y'all tripping. G Weeze. Humor me for a minute. Who has Bud outboxed at middleweight? Who gets hit more statistically, Canelo or Bud? Who gets hit more? If you don't know, look it up. Bud gets hit more. By far. Crawford by a hook, uppercut, and Canelo's Achilles. Okay. I mean, I'm with you. Just posted how they looked at the weigh-in. Thoughts? I'll check it out. Prime for prime, Ray Mercer versus Andy Ruiz. Ray Mercer. Oh, who's crazier? Her or a lady in thin line? Shit, I got her, bro. That Biz Canelo looking like Billy Joe Saunders. Canelo, there's going to be bones. Oh, look like Billy Joe Saunders. Canelo. Canelo is going to get cut. Oh yeah, my man who knows. He's right. Let me see. People who don't know Bud don't get the fact that Bud is too mean and prideful to fight the way they think he can win. Yep, he's not going to remain only tactical for 12. Soon as he gets hit, he's scrapping like a dog. Yep. I'm gonna tell you this: Crawford's gonna come in scrapping. It's gonna be on round one. Crawford's gonna come in, and Canelo's gonna be like, bam, and Crawford, like you said, Crawford's gonna scrap. He's gonna scrap. That's him. He's mean. He's gonna scrap, and it's gonna look good because he's gonna throw his pop, pop, pop. He's gonna scrap, bro. He's gonna scrap. It's gonna be on. He just can't take the power of Nello. And no, it's going to be on. The only way Crawford wins, because y'all think Crawford Floyd, that lets me know y'all don't watch Crawford. But the only way Crawford wins, to me, is if Canelo is cooked. If Canelo is cooked, if he's not close to what he's been, if he's washed. If Canelo is washed, okay. Bud's going to pick up Canelo and slam him, and Canelo's going to get injured. Yeah. The odds being 300 plus for a Canelo knockout is crazy work. Thank you, casuals. Man, the bag I'm getting is y'all helped me get to the bag, so y'all did that. Y'all did that, bro. Let me see. What happened to all the Bud gonna weigh 164 buddies? Yeah, a lot of people think Crawford's gonna beat Nello. Hold on, let me see. I just don't see it. With all these eyes, I just don't see it. Let me go to Ring. I think they got the weigh-in here. Here we go. Hold on.
Seen that, right? Everybody seen that, right?
Both 167 and a half. Both shredded. Both of them are shredded. Let me see. Love you, War Room. How does it feel to be the biggest boxing platform out? In my opinion, dog, it feels it's a war room as y'all did this. Let me see. First of white wasn't a nationality. American power is more comparable. I shouldn't even spoke. Can you help push a rule where refs are forced to do a standing 8 if the fighter never went down yet? Because we ain't punishing a fighter for not taking it. Well, the standing 8 was removed. So it was removed for a reason. Let me see. Never seen by Crawford eat a 10-piece combination 2 times. Bibble hit Canelo with a 10-piece combination twice. Y'all tripping. Canelo's not invincible. No, Canelo's not invincible. Lupe, whatever happens, Snack will survive like the Hey, listen. I think the undefeated Caleb Plant at 168 is more of a tough matchup for Canelo than Crawford. Let me see. This is diabolical. They the same weight. Love you, boy. It says a lot about Crawford. Yuskino Biz, what's good? I'm Hilltop Smooth of PS3. What productions? Okay, from Harrisburg. I've been supporting for almost 5 years now. Wow. And I want to inquire about getting a collab from you. Rapping? I mean, I sing now. So everybody, one last thing. Ryan Garcia. So Ryan Garcia is saying that he told His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh who he wanted next. All right. I wonder who that is, and if Turki Al-Sheikh is going to. I don't know who that can be. I don't know what, but he's kind of teasing that, you know. So Eastside Pitbull Cruz is fighting Lamont Roach. He's taken up. I don't know who it could be. I have no idea who it can be. Rolly, yeah, maybe Rolly. You know, I don't know. I don't know who I. Last thing I'm going to say about this fight. Till tomorrow. Where we are with Saul Canelo Alvarez's career, all right, where you can say that Jermell Charlo was too small for Canelo, but that Terrence Crawford, because of what he did to Errol Spence at 147, is BTA Canelo at 168. Lets me know that the value of a fighter's resume isn't weighed on reality. It's perception. Neither Canelo or Bud Crawford are coming off of great wins. Either way, Canelo last win was at 168. Canelo has fought more times at light heavyweight than Bud Crawford has fought at 154. Okay. I just think that when this is over with, if Canelo wins, you have to give credit to his fight against Amir Khan, his fight against Shane Mosley, his fight against Cotto, his fight against Jermell Charlo, those who were smaller than him, all those boys. He got to do it. Because a 38-year-old Terrence Crawford with the resume that Terrence Crawford has, if that is his best win or one of his best wins, then Shane Mosley and what he was on has to be one of his best wins too. Now, with that said, 37, he'll be 38 next week. 38. Now, with that said, if Terrence Crawford wins tomorrow, not only is he one of the rarest and best boxers ever, no debate, he's one of the best, most talented and gifted fighters ever. No debate. No debate. Not only is he that, but his resume should be credited based on who he hasn't fought to immediately. Like, if he beats Canelo, his resume and who he hasn't fought, you must then say he was ducked severely and he would have beaten all of them, in my opinion. At that point, I would credit him for the fights, for those who ducked him. Pacquiao, the PBC, all those guys. At that point, he's Black Murderers Row. The reason why I give love to Charlie Burley and all those boys. And that's the Black Two Sugars. Yeah, he was ducked, but if he beats Nello, I know he would have beaten Thurman, Danny Garcia, all those, but I know he would have beaten them. Like I without, if he gets smashed by Canelo, it's kind of like we don't, you don't know if he would have won those fights or would, but if he beats Canelo, you know for sure. You know for sure. You know for sure. I agree, Biz. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. A 40-year-old Mosley, 38-year-old Crawford. I mean, both old as shit. Who do you think wins in a boxing match between Caleb Plant and Terrence Crawford? At 168, Caleb Plant. I want Hitchens to move up and fight Garcia's since he is barking crazy. Bud likes to stay in the pocket too long. He loves to pull straight back to counter, and hands are always low. I got Nello. Yeah, but it works well for welter. That's why he's one of the greatest welterweights. Bivol said Canelo's first 2 or 3 shots have as much power as Better BF. I don't see Crawford arms handling Nelo's power. Sorry, everyone. What I'm trying to say is how do you feel when the reporter asked about David? Oh, that was great, because I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it yet. Anyway, what I want to say is, forget just hitting his body and arms. One punch from Canelo on the jaw of Crawford changes the fight. Changes the fight. Changes the fight. I think Canelo hits him on the jaw. I don't think Crawford doesn't get hit on the jaw. I think he hits him on the jaw. I think he hits him on the jaw. I think Canelo's hands are faster than people give him credit for. And I think he hits him square on the jaw. Like he hits everybody on the jaw. He hits everybody on the jaw. I think bam. And just like the Bambi legs from Gamboa, from Mean Machine, from Lundy, he bam, that leg on the quick. Yo, it changes everything. Changes everything, bro. Changes everything. He ain't gonna eat Canelo's punches to the jaw. Changes everything. Let me see. Stat show Bud gets hit 7.7 times around. Nello 7.3. Yep, that's one punch different. Yep, both are top tier defensively. Numbers don't lie, my boy. Bruh, do you understand what you just said? He's getting hit one punch more than Nello. To beat Nello coming from welterweight, you got to be slick as Floyd. You can't get hit one punch more than you got to understand. That means they're trading shots. You know what you just said. ShowBizz. It shouldn't even be comparable. Love you, boy. You don't know what you just said. You acting like they're both 168, like they're both super middleweights. You don't know what you just said, bruh. Anyway. So thank you guys for showing up and showing out. ShowBizz the Adult. Tomorrow, I will be doing my live commentary. I'm going to start early, maybe somewhere around 5 o'clock or something like that. I'm going to start early to start calling the fights. If the fights are even on, we're going to be talking our shit, because tomorrow's just going to be super lit. Ain't no going back now. I'll place my bets. If you want to place your bets, go to mybookie.com. Listen, I'll place my bets. There's no going back now. I said what I said. More shorts are going to come out. And listen, man, let the chips fall as they may. Let me see, Biz be pausing so much. I think the video is, because I have to be so careful with what I say. You know, people I'm overthinking what I say next, and I have to say it slow, because people going to just panties in a vagina. Let me see. Huge Bud fan. Been here years before the Booty Buddies, and I hope he wins on Saturday. But I gotta say, the comments under your vid saying your predictions are crazy. People crying Canelo is the favorite. Yeah, dog. It is really wild. It's really wild. ShowBizz Adult. I'm out. Huh. Oh my goodness.